So I threw on the reddest thing I had. 6IXNINE is snitching. He telling on everybody. If you know 6IXNINE, he probably telling on you right now. It's the reddest thing I had to throw it on.
Is in the description below for both.
Billy.
So today, Tekashi 6IXNINE was testifying once again, but today he decided to testify
on everybody
about multiple incidents that
you know
he was involved in.
Oh yeah,
he
was the one. He was one with me.
When it comes to robberies,
telling everybody.
When it comes to dragging Trippie Red once again, and he even mentions what gang Casanova is part of.
So now told on Trippie Red
involved in all
Trippie Red was like
FBI bullshit.
I see the comment there like Trippie Red said,
if you haven't
seen that's why you going to jail. 6IXNINE, he throw out reverse card.
We're picking up straight from there. 6IXNINE echoes what he said yesterday in his testimony. He said, "My main dispute was with Trippie Red. He was with another set of
don't be trying to cast
so
like
was
that.
Casanova. Me and Trippie Red were signed to the same label. There was a lot of jealousy involved. He was signed first. I was signed later on. A couple
like, how did
after.
we get all this
we had
anyway?
A song together.
I can't even listen to his music no more.
Jealousy. Then we got into all.
You got to sneak for to listen to his music.
Attacked him.
Anytime somebody come on, I'm turning it off.
We walk the jury through what happened. He says, of course.
Can you catch me listening to him?
Wanted to squash the beef. At the time, I was very upset with him. He has
and
already
even if he do get out, he still ain't safe.
Manager gave us the address of his video shoot.
Definitely better not go back to New York. You better go to California or something.
Shotti said, "Say less."
Better go across the world.
We go to Red Hook or around there, industrial area. I'm in a Jeep. We see Trippie Red's Sprinter van. We surveillanced it, waiting for Trippie Red. Shotti said he had a few of the homies meeting up with us there.
You know, I had to. Billy.
Trippie Red comes.
If you ain't Billy, you a silly nigga.
We follow him for an hour on the highway. I recall Harv coming in a 4-door Honda. Harv at the time was 6IXNINE's bodyguard, and Harv had a lot of things to do with how 6IXNINE got
he done got 6IXNINE
so on and so forth. And that's exactly who he's testifying against. And Harv is in that courtroom listening to all this. Continuing on, he says the Sprinter van gets to the hotel. We don't want to get spotted. Shotti gets out, tells me to stay in the car. Harv parks parallel to the hotel. He's with like 3 other guys. Shotti comes back screaming, "It's fucking Treyway. I love my guys. We got that, guys." 6IXNINE then continues, says Shotti said Harv punched Trippie Red.
He telling on everybody.
At this point in time, they asked, "Did Harv assume a role with their entourage?" 6IXNINE said, "I used him as a bodyguard."
Bro, telling on everybody.
Trippie Red, I saw that Harv was
he even told on Nicki Minaj for saying Treyway in the video.
I gave him the enforcer job. And they ask, at this point, what was Mr. Ellison's role in the gang? Then the judge asks,
Brother told on Snoop Dogg.
How would he know?
Snoop Dogg, he ain't a real dog.
Shotti told me, quote,
he said R. Kelly peed on him too.
Mel was the godfather and Harv was just underneath. Then they ask, were there other times Harv protected you? He said, Gummo just came out. I was in the T-Mobile store. Some dude was waiting for me. Harv came. Was he armed? The guy from the T-Mobile store was sending me messages, so we went looking for him. I saw a gun in Harv's car.
Bruh, he telling everything.
I was walking to Chase Bank to make a deposit. I ran to another
Trey everywhere.
He's called Snow. He did a podcast saying he's not down with that rainbow head piece of shit. So now he's talking about Snow, who's Thaddeus Snow. He's a member of 9 Trey. He was affiliated, obviously,
with
I can't believe he told else, but he didn't like
everybody.
6IXNINE. He went on a
what
podcast
did Trippie Red
saying
had
he's a
to do with
piece of shit. Then 6IXNINE says he called Shotti.
Casanova ain't even had nothing to do with it. He done brought him in.
Shotti
now they gonna be looking at him.
Love him like I love him. Then he says, I had another phone at the time. I contacted Harv. Harv says, I'm coming there. I'm with Billy Otto. So
he got Billy in his name. You know he hovering.
Ended the FaceTime call. He's playing me close. There's no space between us. We're walking like handcuffed together. We walk to Flushing. Snow grabs me by my jacket. I walk away. He's still following me. I start speed walking.
He's scared.
I have a $70,000 chain under my jacket. I don't know why I wore it. AOSA Longer, sounding frustrated, asks, did they come at a time you got away from Snow? He says, yes, I got home. I put my phone on the charger. Then Mel Murder came. We started following Snow. We see him in the Brooklyn House Hotel where I used to stay.
He used to stay at the hotel.
Tells Snow, don't touch him. Don't
touch him. Don't look his way.
Then Harv shows up with Billy Otto. He was armed. They asked, did you come to find out if anything happened to Snow after that?
They rolling
he says,
like
a month
that.
after he was shot in the head. Now 6IXNINE
rolling like
switches
that.
gears
6IXNINE got him
testifies
killed
about the time he ran into Casanova's crew at the Yams Day concert.
Oh, I don't know. He's still signed.
Manager who passed
Can't do
away
that.
a long time ago. He ended up running into Casanova. This is the footage that happened.
But he done
in
tried
January
Cass like that.
6IXNINE says there was a tribute to the manager of A$AP Rocky. No one knew Shotti was part of my entourage, so security jumped him. We went to protect him. A huge brawl, people getting stabbed, hit with big sticks. That
He
USA
said,
brings a big
"I'm a killer too." Said
shots,
nigga.
Surveillance footage of the
Everybody
brawl that
getting
happened. They ask him,
nigga.
"What are you and Nuke doing?" He said, "Greeting each other, doing the 9-tray handshake." Is that the handshake you testified about yesterday?
Oh, no, that'd be hard.
Now, if you guys remember yesterday, he showed the handshake of the 9-tray.
down.
He says yes. Then they ask him, "And what's Billy Otto doing in the video?"
Yo.
He says he's stabbing the security.
Yo.
What's Harv holding? 6IXNINE says like a 3-inch wooden
Dang.
stick. I seen Harv get hit in the face with that stick. He took the stick and beat up the guy who hit him. Now
Bruh.
he's testifying about Casanova
Man,
and his
don't
crew.
tell on
When
Cass.
testifying about Casanova, 6IXNINE explained that after Cass's diss song,
Yo,
Set
he was
Trippie
a real
came out,
life gangster
6IXNINE
for
was
a
determined to
year.
run down on his rap.
Yo, he
rival
was a whole
Casanova.
gangster for a
6IXNINE's
year.
then friend Psycho Billy offered a caution in some text messages shown to the courtroom, saying that Casanova's blood sets the apes would retaliate.
Hey, that's
Then
crazy.
they read out this text message out loud.
That's what niggas call
There's a
gorillas
hideout
throwing
saying
up the
if
street.
any apes happen across your path to fire on you or anybody around you, smarten up. Psycho wrote to the group chat. Ellison, whose Harv is unconcerned, responded, "Apes can fire on his dick. They don't want war with Billy's," which was 9-tray. So as you can see in this courtroom, they have
Yo, they
all
crazy.
the evidence
6IXNIne
down
just
with
telling.
text messages,
Anything else you
surveillance
wanna know?
footage, Instagram videos, everything on social media, and they're just laying it all out for the jury to see, for everyone that's involved to see.
Who
And
did
now
that?
Casanova's crew with the apes is
Him
getting
right there,
involved
he
in
did
this
it.
as well. So it's going to be a bad thing for Trippie Red and now Casanova. Now
Snitching on
6IXNINE
cats
decides
like
to
that.
detail the
Look at
moment
6IXNINE,
where
he
got
won't
into
fight
a
nobody.
at an LA airport. This happened in
6IXNINE trying to get in the
February
car.
of
Now he trying to fight. Look at him
2018.
backed up, pick up
So
something.
this is how it starts
He
out.
won't fight
There come a
nobody.
time you got into a fight with others at an airport in LA. He says, yes, it was an NBA All-Star weekend. At the airport
Telling.
there are these two girls exiting. Psycho and Billy Otto approached them flirting. "Let me help you with your bags." The boyfriends came.
Snitch.
The boyfriend said they don't want help with their bags. Harv punches the guy in the
Dang.
face to initiate the fight. "I don't know why I ran out there. I don't know
Bro.
why." Then they asked, "Did you participate in the
Nope.
fight?" 6IXNINE says, "Yeah, but I didn't."
I wouldn't even say that. Why he's
Now
telling?
6IXNINE details the time that Harv and Shotti
Treyway.
had a falling out, and Harv ended up
Treyway.
not becoming 6IXNINE's bodyguard anymore and not becoming part of 6IXNINE and Shotti's 9-tray movement. 6IXNINE says, "We met up on Long Island prior to me giving Harv and Shotti
I thought
money.
Long Island
There
was where the
falling
rich
out.
people at.
Who was
that live in
tougher?
New
Who was
York.
closer to me? Who was I giving more of the money to?" The meeting consisted of, "Where's the money going? Why aren't other members eating?" "I gave Harv $25,000. I gave Shotti another $30,000 for hosting
That was too
at a
much.
club. I was gonna sing a song." Mel was like,
Oh.
"Where's the money at?" Shotti is like, "I gotta take care of the homies. Homies gotta eat. We don't got no guns out here. We gotta equip
Yo.
ourselves." 6IXNINE continues and tells the story. It says, "Harv said, stop picking and choosing when you want to be gangster, when you show up and deal with the situation." What he's basically saying here is
Dang.
Harv was calling Shotti and 6IXNINE
Hey,
out and
man.
saying,
If
"You
niggas-
guys are
if
not
niggas trying to
gangster.
kill
This
me-
is not the way we move." Harv then said, "I'd rather
I'm
have
telling
10
on him
lions
too.
than 100 sheep." Harv then told 6IXNINE to pawn his jewelry, get security, and live your internet life. Stop being Billy. What he means by stop being Billy is stop being part of the 9-tray Bloods.
Bro,
Things seem to
I
have
was
been
told
going
on them
south
niggas too. They
fast.
trying to get me
Shotti would
killed
shake
and
the
they
barricades
kidnapped me.
outside the
I'm
strip
telling
clubs
on
and
everybody.
scream, "We the mob, we Treyway." Then they ask, how did Harv respond to that? 6IXNINE said, he said, "Respect this dick. I'm laughing, but I'm not playing." 6IXNINE then continues and then details the time when they actually shot at Trippie Red's car.
Tell him.
This is the incident in April of 2018.
Tell him everything.
Where there's video footage of Shotti getting
He not even
out
gonna
of
be
his
safe in prison.
Cadillac vehicle. I believe it's a Cadillac, the big, SUV ones that a lot of celebrities ride, and he gets out and shoots in broad daylight,
Why-
which is the
why he get
dumbest
out the
thing
got
you could possibly do. But this is when
He got
6IXNINE
right back
testifies
into it.
about that. 6IXNINE continues and he says
why he had to say shotti? Why he using all their names?
But Frenchie was there as protection when in New York City. Trippie should have checked in with us.
Bro, they did that in Times Square. All them people, ain't nobody see nothing.
Shotti then fires 5 or 6 shots.
These shit's on. Hey, don't y'all got the tape?
What happened after the shots were fired? The shots.
I see y'all in about 30 years. Well, right back to myself.
When they did that armed robbery in Broad, New York, in the New York building that headed the G-Unit offices. That's the building where they robbed Rap-A-Lot Records affiliates, which was J. Prince affiliates. Obviously, he owns Rap-A-Lot Records. J. Prince Jr. and J. Prince himself.
Ain't one of them got Tupac shot
or
Easy or
Jr.
something?
and 6IXNINE happened.
I don't know.
They ended up robbing him in Midtown Manhattan. So they turned to the robbery, and 6IXNINE says, I was at 31 Kingston, my residence at the time.
Well, I thought they
said
Jorge.
My driver. Shotti put a bullet in the gun. I started filming. They asked, why did you want to record? And he said, to show that we robbed them, they disrespected us. Now they're showing the video of 6IXNINE.
Are you dumb, nigga?
Robbery. We've seen that video ourselves thousands of times. In the middle of Times Square, in the middle of the day, 6IXNINE says, what the fuck? I'm fucking famous by now, and someone's gonna see me with a fully loaded gun in my hoodie. We tried to flag some cabs down, but they weren't stopping for us, so we take the train. We took a train from Times Square to Fulton Street in Brooklyn. What happened to what you stole, the backpack? It was put in 31 Kingston, my place of residence. It wasn't like a trophy or nothing. Then they turned to the 2 shootings in Brooklyn. 6IXNINE says he was with George. I went to the bank, bought some clothing, got some food at the Spanish restaurant.
He performing at the Barclays
performance at Barclays Center. 2 guys are harassing me. George is driving my Suburban. They pull up parallel, recording, mocking me. So Shotti pulls out a gun,
I bet they
opens the door, and pistol whips them. They're telling Shotti to chill. It's Main Street, Graham Avenue. The guy says, come to Gates and Garvey. We'll drive away. There's a garbage truck. We get caught behind it. Shotti cocks the gun, quote, these guys think I'm playing.
I think he said the
N-word. Towards the car. It goes into reverse. Shotti gets on one knee and starts.
Yo, what's he on? Sitting in dress.
What happened after
but they this sitting in dress.
Back to Kingston. Then later that night, I had a performance at the Barclays Center. The main event fight.
Yo, he telling everything.
I don't remember his name.
This like 12 minutes. He's telling everything.
Stay away from Casanova. He's a bitch ass.
He said at the cast.
Then the court decides to play the Billy song because the Billy song is a diss song directed at Casanova.
I didn't know that was no diss song.
Start dissecting the lyrics. They
I thought it was just hard.
What does follow protocol blood mean?
I'm a killer too.
Protocol, follow the politics of it. Then they asked about the line, I'm a killer too. Is that referring to 9 Trey? He says, no, it refers to the craft, the art. Now it shifts to the Barclays Center shooting where 6IXNINE ran to Casanova and his crew. 6IXNINE says, we're in a tunnel, the doors open, and 30 of Casanova's people come rushing at us. 6 or 7 of us. They were trying to get to me, but I made my way to the back. Shotti told Fuquan Lovick to pull out the gun and shoot.
Yo, Cass was deep.
USA asks, in the Barclays video, who is the gentleman in the black?
Bro can't be doing that in Brooklyn.
6IXNINE says, George the driver.
Even I knew Cass was running Brooklyn.
He's throwing up 9 Trey. What about the arm reaching in? Can you zoom in?
I don't see nobody where.
Bad with my eyes. 6IXNINE then says, we watched the fight
telling
in the car,
everything.
Before that, I got on Instagram and mocked Casanova. Now 6IXNINE details the night that he got kidnapped and robbed.
But all them tattoos,
he says, we're editing the video on Final Cut. I didn't know how to put a name template on it.
Can't you listen
I tell
to
George
6IXNINE
to get the car ready to drive to Park
Well, I've been stopped listening
Andrew
to him.
Green moved there because he was scared.
Bro, don't run no Brooklyn. Nigga ain't no king of New York.
Avenue and Bedford by the shelter. We get hit from behind. George tells me, don't get out the car. I'll let them go on their way, assuming it was someone drunk. George gets out the car. It takes longer than usual.
How much he gonna tell?
Gun. I could have tried to lock the door, but it was too late. The person who ran up was Harv's friend. He's like, shut the fuck up, get out the car. Harv was there too, wearing the red hoodie. There was a scuffle. My driver wasn't making everything any better. I was telling him, bro, I put money in your pocket. I did right by you.
And they still
I was tired of being extorted. Harv goes in the car and takes my book bag with my laptop. They tell me to get in the car that bumped me. Harv gets in the driver's seat. We drive like a minute, then Harv stops and gets out, running with the gun back to George, who's following us. George puts it in reverse. He says, I was pleading with Harv. I mentioned my daughter. Then the judge cuts in and says, your daughter was not there that night. Just say what happened.
Anyway, he told on everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm in the news with it. I'm in the news.